Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. I know a lot of you felt like you had to go out to celebrate, but just look at George Pickens. He was at home and he still watched the ball drop. This is just not a good week for Georgia wide receivers and catching. Hopefully your New Year's off to a better start than Alabama, who started the year losing to Michigan and ended the year losing to Michigan. Troy and Gabriella put on a better performance on New Year's Eve. Okay, moving on, let's do Ravens-Browns. Bailey Zappi is the 39th NFL quarterback to start for the Browns since 1999. He would be the 40th, but that would mean DTR was an NFL quarterback. I haven't seen a quarterback room look this bad since I watched the Raiders. Bailey Zappi is not that bad. He got picked off by Barney. Yes, he threw an interception to a 360-pound defensive tackle. Michael Pierce now has more receiving yards this week than George Pickens. It was a great interception. Some people are wondering why he just all of a sudden stopped running, but he's used to watching John Harbaugh in the playoffs. Baltimore, Zay Flowers is injured. Why did you keep your starters in so long? The Browns didn't even have theirs in. Those were our starters. Wow. Okay, let's do Bengals-Steelers. The Chiefs did everything they could to make sure the Bengals didn't make the playoffs, and so did the Bengals. Maybe don't leave it up to the Jets and Prince Harry. The Chiefs were so afraid to play us, they didn't win. And you were so afraid to play them, you lost 8 games. I bet they're so afraid they won't even play next week. Cincinnati, you had a quarterback that was #1 in passing yards and passing touchdowns, and a wide receiver that won the Triple Crown, and you still missed the playoffs. I haven't seen someone who looks so bad look this good at the same time since Carson Beck found Snapchat filters. That 2-minute drill was not Mike Tomlin's fault. You're right, it was Russell Wilson's, Mr. Run Limited. Kansas City, while you're here, did you figure out the plane situation? Yeah, it was a really bad storm. We were stuck on the tarmac for hours. You knew about that storm for days. How did you not plan better? It's not like you didn't know you could leave early. You have Juwan Taylor. Quick side note, the Golden Globes was this weekend. A new show called Hacks won Best TV Comedy. I didn't realize Shad Khan and Trent Baalke had a show. Many other shows also won awards, like A Real Pain, The Brutalist, A Different Man, which is also what you hear when Chris Ballard walks by. We fired Gerard Mayo. We've also fired Doug Peterson. Yeah, we fired Gus Bradley. We fired no one. All right, everybody just slow down. New England, why would you have him coach Week 18, cost you the #1 overall pick, and then fire him? You have to be the dumbest organization. Well, you're not worried. It is a snake draft, right? Get out. Somehow Drake May actually looked good this year, and he had less to work with than Timothy Chalamet's razor. All right, Jacksonville, Indianapolis. I'm assuming you also fired Trent Baalke. Funny story. What? We're getting Ben Johnson. Didn't he take Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson? Well, our new coach will report to the owner, not the GM. Well, that is going to end badly, but so do most of your games. Let me get this straight. He survived being a GM with Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer, and now Doug Peterson. Trent Baalke has better job security than Tyreek Hill's babysitter. How stupid to keep their GM. Right? Indianapolis. You guys are on year 18 of your 5-year rebuild, and Paul George has put up more bricks than you. Extreme home makeover rebuilds faster. Guys, Tyreek Hill wants out. Well, he should talk to Pat Riley. He's pretty good at getting players to leave Miami. If Tyreek Hill actually leaves the Dolphins, that might be the first time he's successfully pulled out. Are we not going to talk about the only reason you're here is because you were better than the Titans, Colts, and Jags, and that bar is so low even Kyler Murray could have a drink at it. With the #1 overall pick, we are taking Bo Callahan. Who gave you that? Will you tell them to take that off? Not really sure what to do here. You should probably take Travis Hunter since you missed the playoffs and he's used to sitting on the outside while the party goes on. Quick question, did anybody want to win the NFC South? I did. Did you guys see that no-look throw by Bryce Young? Not sure why that was so impressive. Every throw by Kirk Cousins is a no-look throw. Also, congratulations to Mike Evans. You can always count on him to hit 2 things every year, 1,000 receiving yards and Marshawn Lattimore. All right, we have to do it. Bears-Packers. The Packers have lost 25% ownership of the Bears to the Bears. We are undefeated in 2025. You see what you did? Doesn't even know what it's like to lose Atlanta. What I did. Chicago, how is the coaching search going? We are interviewing everybody. If they have a brain, we'll hire them. Clearly, if they didn't have a brain, you'd also hire them. And who's your top candidate? Anthony Weaver. Lastly, the Vikings paid $2 million for fans to come watch Sam Darnold. I guess Skip Bayless wasn't the only one who tried paying millions to see some ass.